So after we remove the shrimp, unnecessary shrimp, we put the shrimp according to the standard into the drain basket. Uh, as you know that the shrimp still containing the water because directly harvest from pond. You can see the picture in the right upside. We have to drain. Usually in Indonesia, our standard is minimum 2 minutes, but better if possible, we drain around 3 minutes. Then after drain 3 minutes, we do the wedgings. We do the wedging. After the wedge, we wash the shrimp using the ice water before putting them in the storage box. Next, please. This the picture is a storage box. Yeah, usually we use truck to bring the shrimp to the factory. We call usually in the Indonesia we call it is fiber box. So before we put the shrimp in the box, we have to give the bottom of the box with the ice. So fill the bottom of the box first with ice before you putting the shrimp in the box. Next, please. Put the clean shrimp into the box with a composition of shrimp. Usually our standard is 2:1. So I mean if you weigh 2 kilo of shrimp, need at least 1 kilo of ice. So if we harvest about 500 kilo of shrimp, you need 250 kilo of ice. Then take inside the box, then close the box tightly and make sure there is no leaks to keep the temperature still in the very cold condition. Next, please. When the shrimp in the factory, yeah, you can see the picture. We use the truck and the box. Usually, when the shrimp arrive in the factory, not directly unloaded, still need net or sometimes also 2 night in the waiting in the factory in the receiving area. So you have to check. Please see in the box inside the box is still enough ice or not. If ice not enough, we have to give additional ice to keep the temperature still in the very cold condition until we unload the shrimp and bring it inside the factories for processing. Next, please. So we continue with shrimp processing stages. Main important point is we have to maintaining a low temperature, so the standard international standard during processing shrimp, we have to maintaining the shrimp temperature is below 7 degrees Celsius during processing. This is very essential to prevent bacterial growth and also to maintain the freshness of the shrimp still in very good condition. So I repeat again, in the processing stage, you have to keep the temperatures below 7 degrees Celsius. And other very important thing also about cleanness. Cleanness must be maintained throughout the process to avoid contamination. Contamination from microbiology or contamination from chemical or other contamination. So you have to keep cleanliness. Next, please. Okay, so we continue. How inside the factory when they receive of the raw material or we receive the shrimp, we usually receive fresh shrimp from the shrimp farmer of all collectors, and we take inside the factory. In the picture, you can see this one of the factory in Indonesia. They use a kind of receiving machines, and we receive the shrimp, then uh, take the shrimp in the basket, many basket. So the species of the shrimp is as buyer request, of course. Please also check because if you shrimp from cultivate from aquaculture, we have to check that the shrimp is no antibiotic residue because now is I think all of the buyers in many countries, almost all country, they don't accept the shrimp with antibiotic residues. Then you have to check also with organoleptic testing. What is organoleptic testing? You have to smell the shrimp is still in fresh condition or maybe a little bit bad smell or something like that. And you have to check the hardness of the shell of the shrimp is still good condition or not. Then I repeat again, the temperature must be still below 7 degrees Celsius. Next, please. Then after receive, we have to make a sorting and sizing. Shrimp are separated based on quality and also based on size and also based on type and also based on colors. Sometimes the shrimp is have a different color, although they have one species. In that case, if the shrimp is different color, although there's one species, you have to spirit the color to make the better image from the buyers. So how to spirit and how to sizing, we can do by manually, by hand, or by machine. Now in Indonesia is many big factory already use machine. Why? Because labor cost in Indonesia is getting expensive and expensive. So in the left pictures is the picture of the sizing by manual, by hand, and the right up is one of sorting machine at sizing machine. There's many type of sizing machine. This one type is the picture in right upside picture is use we call it use sizing by rollers, and in right down is the picture of sizing machine use tray, yeah, like weights. If we put one by one in the tray, then they will go down if the weight is correct. So the sizing system, sometimes we do not only one time, but sometimes we do twice. Even if the buyer need very strict about the weight, we have to do third time. So sizing again, then sizing again until third time. But usually in Indonesia, we do twice. Yeah. Roughly sizing, then very deep sizing. Next, next, please. So we talk about uniformity. This is if we sell the shrimp, the buyer usually have uniformity standard. How to calculate uniformity? So basically, the principle to calculate uniformity is dividing the weight of the largest shrimp by the weight of smallest shrimp. Usually, easy way for me if to calculate uniformity. First, from many shrimp we want to check the uniformity. We weigh about 1 kilo or 1 pound. Usually, personally, if me, usually I weigh 1 pound or 444 grams from all shrimp by random. We weigh about 444 gram, 44 gram. Then from 445 gram, we spare it. We see by we choose 10 pieces biggest sizes. We choose 10 pieces, and we choose 10 pieces smaller sizes. So I repeat again, we weigh 1 pound, 444 grams, then we choose 10 pieces of big sizes, then we choose 10 pieces of small sizes. Then we weigh total of 10 pieces of big sizes, how many grams, and we weigh again for 10 pieces of smallest sizes. Then we divide total biggest sizes divided by total smallest sizes. So we can have the number. If ratio close than 1, let's say 105 or something like that, it means good uniformity, higher uniformity. Usually, buyer target is ratios is between 1.2 to 1.4. So usually we have target 1.3 standard of uniformity. If you do uniformity more than 1.5, usually unacceptable by buyers. So if you calculate uniformity higher than 1.5, what we have to do, we have to resizing again to make uniformity better. Next, please. After sizing, we have to wash here. Sometimes in the processing line, we have to wash many times, twice or triple, something like that. The shrimp are washed to remove the dirt and microorganism. So usually you can do by hand, like in the right picture or in the left picture. This is washing machine. In Indonesia also know many big factory, we already use washing machine to clean the shrimp. Next, please. Then what we can do is we call the heating. What the what the mean the heating? The heat is the head of the shrimp are removed, of course, to reduce the potential for bacterial contamination, and also if we already take the head, it can extend the shelf life. We call make a headless. Yeah, the heating is from head on shrimp. We make a headless shrimp. Next, please. Then another process is we also can do is peel shrimp. Peel is mean take the skin of or the cell of the shrimps. Shrimp cell are peeled. So in the left side is before peel, and in the right side is after peel. This is the picture of the woman. They do peel shrimps. Next, please. After peel, some buyers is want to define. What is the meaning of define? Define is mean the veins, instantial veins in the shrimp, inside the shrimp, we have to remove. After when the remove, we have to washing carefully to remove the filth, the dirt. Usually, filth is what is mean the filth? Usually, the meaning of filth is shrimp shell, shrimp antenna, shrimp fin, or shrimp merits. This all we call shrimp filth. So after define washing to remove the filth or the dirt. Next, please. Then sometimes the buyer also ask about soaking. We need to soak in certain solution, sometimes to improve the quality or improve the taste, and also sometimes we need soaking is to increase the weights. In the left picture is a sample of the soaking machine. Yeah, we use like a tumbler. Yeah, a tumbler. The shrimp inside the box and give the soaking. Let's say sometimes we give a polyphosphate and we make a slowly soaking machine, and depend on the buyer request. Sometimes enough 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. It depend on the request of the buyer. In the right up is the shrimp after peel before soaking, the picture, and the right down you can see is the picture of shrimp after soaking. Next, please. Of course, after we do all processing, we have to weight. Shrimp are weights to determine net weight. Yeah. For example, in the picture, the weight is 791 grams. Next, please. Okay, so I continue with many type of shrimp frozen product. Yeah. What kind of type of shrimp frozen product? First is we call it is block frozen. In the picture, as in the picture, you can see in the picture. What is block frozen? Is block frozen is the meaning is all shrimp covered with water or ice, and when we frozen it, we use usually inner pan. So inner pan, we take the shrimp and give water, cover all the shrimp, then we frozen it. This type is called block frozen shrimps. Next, please. Next one is we call the type of IQF, individual quick frozen. This technique is freeze extreme separately rather than in block frozen, but this is separately, one by one, resulting in individual loses a piece. You can see it in the picture. Uh, the shrimp is individual, can take one by one. If you want to take one, you can take one. If you want to two, you can take two. This we call is individual quick frozen, or we call IQF. Next, please. The next one is actually this is in the middle between IQF and block frozen. We call it semi IQF. This technique is freeze extreme separately rather than a block. Yeah, look like a block, but without water, only very limited water. So resulting in individual still lose piece. But the shrimp is other is linked because we give the water, but not so many water. If block frozen, you have to cover all by water. But semi IQF, we no need to give many water, just a small water for protection. Next, please. Okay, so next, how about freezing machine? Basically, there's many type of freezing machine, but we usually have three type of freezing machine usually used for shrimp. One is we call IQF machine. IQF machine is the picture in the left picture is IQF machine. So we frozen the shrimp by like a tray. We take the shrimp one by one and then freeze it in the tunnel. So the result is the shrimp frozen conditions can separately and as a IKF individual quick machine. And the second one is we call EBF air blast freezer. Air blast freezer is the picture is the right in the bottom it is air blast freezer. Actually air blast freezer is look like a cold storage, but they have very strong spray and very cold like this. This we call I air blast freezer. Then if if we want to make a block frozen, we usually use we call contact plate freezer, as the picture in the up picture is contact plate. So there is a pan. We take the shrimp inside, give the water, and take to the contact plate CPF. Then the plate will go down by contact. Then they will frozen it. We call contact plate freezer. This is three type of frozen machine usually we use in the shrimp processing factories. Next, please. So let's continue with packaging. Packaging, as usually we have the three types. First is we use in the left picture we use polybag, PE polybag usually used for IKF shrimp. Then in the middle picture is inner carton. I see inner carton is, you can see the picture like this. And the right picture is we call master cartons. It's a big one. Usually one master carton is consist of six inner carton or 10 pieces of uh, PE, usually like this. One master carton, usually the weight is around 8 kilo or 10 kilo, is depend on the request of the buyers. Next, please. The last one for processing is, of course, we have to keep the temperature in the cold storage. Frozen shrimp are stored at a low temperature cold storage. Then the standard is we have to keep the inside temperature of the shrimp is maximum is minus 18 degree. So cannot only minus 17 or minus 10 is not enough. You have to keep, is this the standard of international standard? Maximum below 18 degree Celsius. Next, please. Okay, so let's continue with the type of shrimp in raw product. Yeah, there's many kind of shrimp raw product. One type we call is head on, cell on, HOSO. Yeah, head on, cell on. It means shrimp is still in whole condition, head on. Yeah, no any processing. Usually this type standard is we calculate based on pieces per kilo. So size usually U10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 60, 60, 80, 80, 100. It's mean, for example, what is the meaning 30, 40? 30 divide 40 is mean the shrimp is if around 30 to 40 pieces per kilo, the sizes. This is in head-on, cell-on. I repeat again, head-on, cell-on, usually the standard is pieces per kilo. Next one is we already heading. We call headless cell-on with already the heading. Different with head-on, cell-on pieces per kilo. Headless cell-on usually is pieces per pound. Yeah. Per pound is 444 grams. So the sizing usually is 1620, 2030, 3040, 4050, 5060, 6070, 7090, and below. Yeah. But usually main sizes, if the Faname is the sizes. So the meaning of 3040 is mean, if we calculate the headless, is a bit between 30 to 40 pieces per pound is the if we weight the shrimp. Next, please. The other type is we call PTO, pill tail on. What is the meaning pill tail on? Is we peel the shrimp, but the tail still on. Yeah. Not take off the tail. We call PTO, and other type is almost same. We call PDTO. It's mean peel and define, take the fin, but tail still on. The picture in the right side, you can see this is peel tail on. Peel tail on or PD tail on usually says is mean same as a headless pieces per pounds. 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, until the smallest usually around 200, 300, even in some case more small like 300, 500. It means if size 200, 300, it means 200 and 300 pieces per pound. The next type is we call PUD. It means we peel the tail also off, but undefined. We call PUD. And we also another thing called PND, peel and define. It means we peel the shrimp and we take the fin, peel and define. So the size also same with PTO, pieces per pounds. Next, please. Another type shrimp raw product is we call easy peel. What is easy peel? Easy peel is actually this headless shrimp, still shell is still on, but we cut the shrimp slightly cut. So it's mean the shrimp is easy to peel, not difficult to peel. We call easy peel. Size is based on pieces per pound. The last one we call is butterfly cut. Actually, butterfly cut is almost same with easy peel, but the cutting is more deeply, so we can cut deep, then we take the open it and like a butterfly. So we usually call it the butterfly cut, and usually size based on pieces per pounds. Next, please. Okay, so this is roughly calculation usually, but it is depend on the species of the shrimp. But it's for Faname usually we calculate like this from head-on shrimp, from whole shrimp. If we take the head, so the result around 65 to 70% is roughly. And from head-on, if you make for PTO, yeah, it's still in raw condition, the yields is around 55%. The last one is if you want to calculate the prices from head-on to PUD or PND, usually we calculate between the yield is between 40 to 42%. Next, please. The last one, I think. The last one is after all process, we have to careful about metal inside the shrimps. So the standard is we have to take the shrimp in the metal detecting machine to avoid any metal inside the shrimp who of course not accepted by the customer. Next one, please. Okay, this is our information from me. This is my email. You can write my email and you can write my phone or WhatsApp. You can contact me anytime, and I think I if I can reply, I will reply you email or you WhatsApp. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Alhamdulillah, today's session has been extremely valuable. We had the privilege to learn from Mr. Budhi Wibowo about the basics of post-harvest shrimp handling and frozen shrimp processing. Now it's time to question answer session. Please raise your hand to ask question from Sir Budhi Wibowo. Okay, we have Sir R.S. Jinjua. Sir, please ask a question.
Salam alaikum, Mr. Woody.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Thank you very much for giving a very good practical presentation to all the audience. It's very informative. I have a question. I wrote it in my chat box, but question is that do you do any kind of a glazing at the industrial level? If yes, what is the rate of percentage, like 10 to 15? What is a permissible uh, glazing percentage for the export purpose for the importing countries? And third is what kind of a solution is used? Any chemical is used? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I reply. About glazing is actually it's depend of the buyers. And also we have to make clearly to the buyer to avoid any misunderstanding how many percent you do the glazing. Usually, if for IQF, usually the normal glazing is around 10%. If you glazing more than 20%, it's not easy. You have to double glaze. It's not easy and high cost. But usually, if personally, I prefer is I glazing only for protection, and we sell as a net width and net con, yeah, not glazing con. Although I know that some buyer is want to add glazing, let's say 10% to get the cheaper price. So at that scan, in that case, we have to set this the not net width but frozen. We call it net width or frozen width. Price is based on net width or based on frozen width. We have to clear about that. So sometimes it's price, let's say nine US dollar per kilo frozen width with glazing 10%. So the buyer understand that you will give the glazing if 10%. But I repeat again, if the buyer asks to you glazing more than 20 or more than 30% is not easy to handle. Yeah, you have to double glazing is also high cost, and it's not good. And about solution chemical, we use for shrimp is we use polyphosphate, or sometimes we use another chemical we call carnal to increase the weight. But again, depend of our agreement with the buyers. Yes, my answer.
Thank you very much. Any certificate is kindly share what kind of certificate, health certificate is issued by your government or by the import country required for the shrimp export. Thank you.
Yes. In Indonesia, all exporter in fishery have to have its ECCP certificate. If your factory don't have its ECCP certificate, the government don't give the health certificate. The government only issue health certificate for fishery product if the factory of the exporter in Indonesia already its ECCP certificate. And also usually for shrimp factory, because many of Indonesia shrimp factory is big and our main market is USA and European for retail. Many of our factories in Indonesia is not only have its ECCP certificate, but they have more highest certificate, let's BAP certificate or BRC certificate, because we have to sell in the retail market who give a very high standard.
Thank you very much. Any participant can now continue.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir, to answer the question. Now we have Mr. Javed Iqbal Saab who want to ask a question. Sir, please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Salam.
Thank you very much for the really very informative and useful lecture or presentation. My question is regarding the fresh shrimp export market share in total export all over the world. First, second is that if we start export from Pakistan, the number of countries which are the most demanding with good price. Thank you, sir.
In Indonesia, not very small quantity we export in fresh condition, fresh market. Usually only some in some area in Sumatra Island we send by airplane to Singapore, and sometimes we send by airplane to Hong Kong in fresh condition. But if compared with total export Indonesia, for fresh product is very, very limited. Maybe only 0.05% or something like that. Very small if compared with our export. Our export around 250,000 tons every years. So for export in the frozen, maybe less than 10 ton or 20 ton. Yeah. Not so many. Because why? Because I know that for restaurant use is sometimes they prefer use fresh, but to export it fresh condition is not so easy to handle. And again, if we export both on a fresh or frozen in Indonesia, the exporter also still have its ECCP certification. If you don't have its ECCP certification, you cannot export to anywhere. So I think in Pakistan, yeah, I know that you have possibilities to export fresh one to maybe to Dubai. Yeah, maybe I think it's good if you can do this, but be careful to take the good quality or for the freshness of the shrimps. This is my answer.
Thank you, sir. And my second question was the number of countries that are more demanding regarding the frozen shrimps in the world with best price.
Oh. So you mean the imported of frozen shrimp? You mean? country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen shrimp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The biggest one for importing country for all product of shrimps is China. China is import around 1 million ton every year. Then the second is USA. USA import around maybe 700,000 ton. Then the next one is European Union, around maybe around 400,000 ton. Then after that, Japan, around 300,000 ton. This is the four biggest importers for frozen shrimp. Then maybe next is Korea, yeah, South Korea. This is the country you can be as your target if you want to do export of frozen shrimps. This is my
Thank you, sir.
reply.
Thank you
Right.
very much, sir. So nice of you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Any further participant who want to ask a question? It is a great opportunity for all the participants to ask a question. The more you ask the question, the more learning you will have. Okay, I think there is no further participant who want to ask a question. So now we will move toward our closing remarks. We are truly grateful to Sir Budhi for sharing his knowledge, industry experience, and global perspective with us. His insights have given us a deeper understanding of how important the post-harvest stage is for adding value and ensuring profitability in shrimp farming. On behalf of Tawakkal Group and all the participants of this program, I extend my heart-feeling thanks to him for his time and contribution. I also thank all for our participants for your attention and active presence. This 100 Days Shrimp Farming Training Program is a journey of continuous learning, and your dedication make it meaningful and successful. Inshallah, in our next session, we will continue to explore another important area of shrimp farming. Until then, please revise today's learning, apply it in practice, and stay connected with us. Jazakallah khair. Thank you all. Thank you all once again, and see you in next session. Thanks again, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr. Budhi. Thank you
everybody.
very much.
You're welcome.
Jazakallah.
You're welcome.
Salam
Thank you,
alaikum.
everybody.
Assalamu alaikum
Waalaikumsalam.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir.